Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Grant Lyon. We are here for a very interesting Overwatch game tonight. The Center College Gold facing off against Purdue Gold. That is Purdue University's A team. That is quite a large university for a little dinky little Center College to be taking on here tonight. And not just any university, the current top seed in our conference. Currently undefeated, has not lost a single map. This will be one heck of an uphill battle for Center College, and it all starts right here. First pick is on to Who's James. Seeing two kind of mirroring Rhine rushes here from both sides. Both teams knowing that Junkrat is just exceptional on this sub-map of Legion. So many tight corridors that he's able to use those bombs into. And are quickly able to reset. Only 3% on the site right now. Faking onto that right hallway and getting directly onto site. Another early pick, though, takes out Tooney. A second goes down for Center. Not going to be able to win this fight here, but both teams playing just an incredibly quick game here. You know, Center's lost 2 fights, but it's only 25 percentage points on the point here due to that. When they're losing fast, and in a game mode like this, that's the way you want to lose. The first ult come out here. It's a Riptire. No one falling to Center yet. Incredible lamp able to keep Center College alive there. Tooney go ahead and tops his window. Oh, but the shatter is going to do a lot of damage. It gets blocked off with the wall from Vector. Able to totally stifle that follow-up. See both a TP and a speed boost come in here. or a beat rather. Center, lots of ults from both sides here. We do see some picks out for Center College. Galvanijo taking out Chiroptic. But the pressure that's being created, the space being created by this wall from the Symmetra, making it difficult for Center to really take the point, and they do cap it over, which is huge. Even if this fight goes out not in Center's favor, the fact that they were able to cap it just barely means that they can lose here, just as long as they're playing for time, getting those percentage points up. See a pick from Galvanijo. Sustaining Center further in this fight. Gonna have to wait for someone to respawn there on the side of Purdue. Purdue opting to back out here, get into that hallway. Will Center choose to aggress? It's all 5 of them stacked up here. Nice wall splits some people off, but Center not able to turn that into a kill. We'll see another Riptire come out, and it takes out Toonie. That could be pretty impactful. A second falling from Center. That's Who's James down. Vector pops his ult. Looks like he should be able to take out that Baptiste. Just Vector left. Center not able to stall on the point much longer, but is able to get almost to 50%. Still a great hold there. We have beat on the side of Center College and a shatter on the side of Purdue. Galvanijo will have his own shatter pretty soon here. See a TP coming out. They're able to get this great positional advantage here. Incredible block from Galvanijo onto that shatter from J-Chen. The beat should be able to give Center a ton of momentum here. Shatter does come out from Galvanijo. Doesn't get a whole lot, but they are up in this fight. Needing to play around this natural cover and wait for that beat to burn out from the side of Purdue. Needs these picks here. Galvanijo getting low. Who's James taking out Clem? This looks like a one fight for Center College. Not a moment too soon, as they are in overtime here. So if they lose this site for even a moment, that will be the game for Purdue. Center looking to push up, really gain even more momentum off of this win here. Now opting to back out as the whole team gets back from the side of Purdue. Purdue coming out here on the top right. Incredible wall there. Little split off a lot of the teammates, so they do not get as much value out of that beat. But unfortunately, it's Galvanijo and Vector, the first picks of this fight. Just the supports left for Center College. Unlikely they're going to make much happen for this stall. Runner is alive, gets 2 massive kills with the boop, but he isn't able to stay alive. I don't think anyone from Center will get there in time. Galvanijo does, just barely. Gets taken out by that Riptire. Will Toonie get back on point in time? Who's James able to just barely touch, but there's no follow-up. It's just members trickling in. An incredibly close, though, first submap there. 100 to 84. Center not out of this by any means. Get onto this second point here in Lijiang Tower. See if we see any swap ups in the comp. Looks like a Winston coming out from J-Chen. Wonder if he'll stick with this or not. Looking with that support comp that was so popular in some of the earlier days of Overwatch 2. Center looking to run much the same thing here. That Symmetra TP going to be able to get them to point way faster than Purdue does. They're sort of bunkering down here on the point. We'll see Purdue start to push in with that Winston. Incredible spacing. Lamp gets burned down, and it's Toonie who gets picked off first by the Ashe. Center has not capped here. Neither side has capped. Like we'll see a pause coming out here. Perhaps there is a technical issue. Not sure what side it is on. Should be back in just a moment. This is a bit unfortunate here. Generally, pauses don't occur when a fight is still active. Hopefully this does not interrupt the gameplay too much. It does look like center is out in this fight. Unlikely they're going to be able to bring it back with 3. If it gets to a certain point, I may go and offer them a bit of tech support, but I think they'll go ahead and figure it out. I think center will probably opt to just go ahead and die here. It seems like the tech issue is on our end. Because generally, you do not pause during a fight in the NECC. So just a bit of a technical error here. Center just going to look to go ahead and die, give this point right over to Purdue. But no one capped early there, so center not losing too much of the percentage here. We'll see a swap vector onto that Reaper here. James on the Cassidy trying to take out this Tracer in the back line while Galvanijo goes ahead and gets onto site. A little bit hurt here. Able to get healed up. Great heals coming out from Toonie and Runner. They've swapped over to this support comp that goes ahead and mirrors the side of Purdue here. Nearly able to take out that Ashe from the side of center, but doesn't. They're able to get this pick onto the Monkey. That is a huge deal. They do pop this Kitsune Rush as well as Bob. Center looking to get out of the fray here. Get out of that line of sight, and they're able to pick up a few more picks while they're doing it, which is going to be hugely impactful. Who's James does fall, but it looks like center is still holding on fine in this fight. The unfortunate part of this is that these reinforcements are coming back, and at no point in the fight did center actually cap. They came a little over halfway to doing it, but they weren't able to get it quite done even still. It looks like they're going to have to reset, and that is so tragic because it was essentially a fight won, but not quite able to stop that stall all the way. And that means even after some great plays from center, we are looking at 85 percentage points to 0 on the scoreboard here. Still very much in Purdue's favor. We'll see a shatter probably come out here from Galvanijo. Well, it was a beat from Runner. James should have his 2, which can cause some great zoning of the point. They're gonna want an early pick here. Right, Runner is able to get this beat pop, but they have to kill everyone. They have to make sure this stall does not happen on the point. Center does swap it. We'll even see a tactical suicide out here from the side of Clem from Purdue. But they are going to have some ults on both sides going in here. If Purdue can get anything resembling a proactive play here, get a couple of picks on the center, that really could spell the end in this game 1. Galvanijo split off a little bit. Who's James popping ult? Going to be able to create some more space. That Kitsune Rush comes in. We might see a counter Kitsune come out from Toonie, and we very much do. Unfortunately, those first picks do come out onto center. Vector makes this possible. A great pick onto the Kiriko. It seems like Center College is still very much hanging on. Even more picks onto that damage line. Just that Tracer left. Incredible ultimate there coming out from Vector. That really swung that fight back into Center's favor. Still have the Earth Shatter here from Galvanijo. Soon to have another beat built up from Runner. Center is going to want to get early picks again. They're able to break that bubble, get a lot of damage out here. Unfortunately, the bell from the Kiriko there is able to deny a lot of the damage, deny a lot of that follow-up. Great early pick onto that Tracer. Just get a couple more, and this could be devastating. Lucio being out is huge for Center College. We are getting into last fight territory here pretty soon. Yeah, in this next engagement that comes out from Purdue is going to decide it all. Unfortunately here, we're seeing a lot of ults available to Purdue here. Winston ult comes out. Another Kitsune rush coming out. Gavinijo looks like he's going to fall here, and he does. Great pick from Who's James. Keeps Center still alive in this fight. And a Kitsune rush from both sides. Who's James popping his ult, able to get a lot of damage. Vector falls, but able to get a lot of damage before he does. Just the supports here from Center College. The Bob is there on point, denying a lot of space. Gavinijo looks like he is going to be able to come back on this Doomfist. Kind of his incredible, stall hero that he swaps to. It is unlikely they're able to do it. And in that 99-99 scenario, that will be Purdue going ahead and take this first map. Still some incredible plays from both sides here. We'll see the play of the game coming out from Clem. Incredible headshot there onto Runner and onto Tooney. Really, really great shots there. We'll be back in just a couple minutes for game number 2 after we do some quick map bans here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Paraiso. Purdue currently up 1 enter at 0 after a very close first map on Lijiang Tower. What kind of compositions are coming out here from both sides in just a second here. James currently locked onto Widowmaker on attack, so he has plenty of time to swap it if he does want to change it, but could be a good choice to try to get an early pick here, get an early lead for the rest of the team. Easy for him to go ahead, go back in the spawn doors and swap if it does not work out. See Vector here on the Tracer. Be able to get it up in their back lines. We will see this sort of Kiriko, Lucio, Winston comp back out here again from the side of Purdue. 2 hit scan heroes for the damage line. Gonna be able to be effective from both close range and long range with this. Who's James looking for that early pick? Oh, unfortunately, Clem able to get that pick onto Vector. And they're gonna play slow here unless they can get that pick from Who's James. Great positioning here from the side of Purdue, able to avoid a lot of those shots. Tooney able to take someone out. Great shot onto that Soldier 76. Looks like they might be able to burn this monkey down, but unfortunately it's both of Center College's supports that get burned. That's better. Lots of damage coming out from that Ashe. Still trying to figure out a strategy to get through just this first choke point. Icho hopping up, doing a little pressure, but getting pretty low. Vector awfully hurt, doing some damage in the back line. Gonna go ahead, Center's just gonna go ahead and run right onto point. Might be able to get that Ashe, but she gets so much healing and care from her teammates up there. Not gonna be able to get much. And they're still pretty split here. Like they're gonna have to reset. We'll see a swap to the Cassidy from Who's James, saying Widowmaker didn't get that early pick. Might not be working out here. Not too much time off the clock yet. Still very much able to make this push happen. Galvanija will swap over to this Diva. Able to get a lot of damage up close and personal with that monkey. Center looking for a big rotation here. Going on into this little room. That'll be Tooney popping his ult. Both support ults here from Center. They're looking to take this here and now. We will see that Bob come out, keeping Purdue very much alive, as well as that beat. He's gonna want to still try and take it here before those reinforcements come back and help with the contest. The Kiriko gets low, but she lives. Vector popped his bomb, able to get a nice pick onto the Soldier 76. Winston is super low. Runner goes down, unfortunately, but Center is still up in this fight. Wants to get that pick on either that Lucio or that Ashe. Both of them incredibly hurt here. Unfortunately, Vector does get taken out, gets a little bit greedy there. It looks like they are going to easily be able to contest here. See that ultimate come out from Galvanijo, is able to land a pick onto the Lucio. In a lot of these fights, it's just been an incredible job of Purdue, able to lose a few people, but still keep that fight alive enough that the advantage from, getting the point, getting that actual capture does not always follow when Center gets an early lead in these fights. Incredible job on positioning more than anything else from Purdue. Vector swapping over to the Hanzo here. Be able to get some good long-range spam damage here. Galvanijo a little bit hurt, able to get healed back up. Toonie and Runner doing a great job of that. Going to be able to build these support ultimates really quickly. Kitsune already online. Going to be able to pop it early from Toonie here. Galvanijo able to take out the Winston. Akiriko all out here as well from the Kiriko of Purdue. But it was not able to stop, or wasn't able to affect that Soldier 76. Toonie getting really aggressive, able to go ahead and push him, take him out. Galvanijo looking to take some space up front here. Long range pressure coming out from Vector still. Being the enemy team away from the point. They do look to engage here. Coming in with this Winston. Unfortunately able to get that Lucio. Runner goes down. Vector may go down here as well. A couple low health bars from center. Making sure they do not peek out. Runner's fast. You know, he's a runner. He'll get back in this fight right quick. And center should be looking for another engagement here. Some interesting positioning up top here. Galvanijo does have his ultimate again. Looking for a good place to use it. That's a beat. Galvanijo looking to use his bomb up in the building. Does not get anything, but does help create some space. Take some of those people from Purdue off of his teammates. Two great picks here. Galvanijo able to get Center College up in this fight, but they want to win it cleanly. They want to take out everyone. That's what they need to go ahead and get it at the end of this point here. And it looks like they should be able to do it, but a re-engage might come in. It's a monkey coming in there. A lot of damage from Vector. Bob goes down quick. Not sure if the beat was necessary or not from center there, but helps them clear this up. Make sure this fight is 100% won. 100% in their favor. We'll see going into this next fight. A Genji Blade for certain. A Kitsune Rush almost certainly. And they will have this Winston ult most likely as well. Center will have Bomb, a Kitsune Rush of their own, which they're looking to pop early, making sure they're being proactive in these fights. Oh, but unfortunately, that will be Toonie going down. Not getting a lot of value from that Kitsune Rush. The blade comes out from that Genji. Will get a lot of damage as well. Center totally disengaging, but still in a pretty good position, all things considered. Able to get that first point, able to get that second checkpoint. Little bit of space here, and a minute left on the clock. And this is a game mode that can easily be won in overtime as well. Still a couple of fights left in this one. Great melee kill coming out from Galvanijo. Space created from James, and then a pick onto the other Cassidy here. Fortunately, Vector does go down, but center is still up here. The respawn advantage, of course, at this late in the fight will be favoring Purdue. Galvanijo needing some assistance up there. Go ahead and get out safe. That's a beat out from Purdue. Center looking to get out safely, but the speed from this composition from Purdue, they're able to get up in their face so easily. And unfortunately, that is who James falling there, not able to all get out safely. Runner going back, getting James from the spawn room, making sure they all get here up into this fight. Who's James with that first pick? Some great dragon here, splitting off a lot of Purdue. But center wants more picks here. They need to make sure that this re-engage does not work out for Purdue. They are in overtime territory, so they cannot lose a team fight here. They must prevail, or else this will stop here. Another great ultimate out. Galvanijo creating even more space. Looks like it's going to be another pick onto that Clem there. Purdue doing a good job of cycling people onto the point here. Get the ball in with the beat. Center's still looking to burn each of these members just a little less than 2 meters away. And another ult from Who's James. Incredible stuff from center there in overtime. Able to go ahead and clutch that out. Still just incredible job from Purdue there. Able to stall each of these sites so effectively, cycling Who's on it. It toes the line with, you know, trickling in to have one person on site at all times. But when they know that, you know, they're the ones gaining the advantage of those contests, it is just so impactful. Making sure center can't make progress when they win fights. As center goes ahead and swaps to the defense here, we'll see what changes. See a sojourn here from Vector. Who's James on the Cassidy. Galvanijo, go ahead. Sticking with that diva makes a lot of sense. I think that was one of the big differences that was made in this last fight here. Right now we're seeing an echo here from Purdue. I think Who's James on the Cassidy should be able to tussle with that pretty easily. But we shall see. Can be pretty disruptive to have to deal with that extra angle. Someone up in the sky.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Same comms from both sides in terms of the support lineup. Looking to play for speed here, both teams. A more immediate engage here coming out from Purdue. Not wanting to waste too much time. To disengage just a little bit, find some new positioning, taking this high ground up here. Monkey coming in. Purdue all able to maintain this high ground as they come in. No picks on either side yet, but Galvanijo looks like he might get taken out of his mech, and he does. That's Who's James and Vector all falling. This will be a very quick team fight here from Purdue. Unfortunately, center not able to recreate some of that magic that Purdue had on that first site. Able to hold center so effectively in that first choke point. Purdue just pushing right on in immediately. Controlling almost all the momentum of that fight. Some incredible positioning. Still plenty of time left on the clock for them, or rather tons of time left on the clock with such an early take. But center just needs a few key moments to slow this down. Still incredibly doable. Just swap over to the Reaper from the side of Vector. I think that can be a pretty useful swap into this Winston. Able to get up close and personal, especially with that speed from Runner. I think that is a lot of center's game plan here. When that Winston comes in, just look to engage on him. Just collapse on him. Get that close range damage from Vector, from Galvanijo. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Burning it right through the beat. Great pick onto that DPS lineup there from Purdue. Both of them falling with Galvanijo going in. Able to effectively stop this push here. They're needing to get all of their members back, and Purdue is back on the point. Center not having everyone ready to stop this re-engage on the cart. Galvanijo contesting the Ashe up top. Nearly gets her down. Getting burnt a little bit by that Echo. Echo go ahead and ults into a diva of their own. He gets split off, but he pops ult just in time and is able to save himself. We'll see the bomb pop from Galvanijo. Able to get the squish kill onto the Echo, but it's not a real kill. It's just a kill onto Echo's ultimate. Lucio gets hurt. Great pick there from center. Center playing on part. Most of Purdue up on this high ground. Able to take James out. They're just looking to stall as long as they can. This is likely not a cart that they can stop. 4 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock. Purdue is in a very good position, making a couple minutes better time than center was at this point. Still incredibly doable, though, from Center College. We'll see some ultimates online in this next fight. Both DPS ultimates center should have. Attack effectively stopped just by the sound of the Kitsune rush from Purdue. They are still on this point, getting a little bit of space. A little bit further in here. Kitsune rush from Tooney and a great Death Blossom from Vector. Center will stop this push. Not able to get all of them dead. Denies center some ult charge by getting out there. We've got Beat for Center College. We've got that High Noon from the Cassidy for Center College. Beat needs to get popped. So much damage from this engage here. Well, no picks out. It's like that monkey was close to dying, but he pops his ult again. Vector is the first one to fall in this fight. Avanijo choosing to pop his ult as well. Center still thinking that this fight is winnable. They need to stay alive here. They do start getting the picks, which is huge. They have no more ults to spend. They need to win this engagement here. And it looks like they do. Might have to take a dry fight going into this next one. No ultimates to their name. Not a single one. Only one above half is that High Noon by Who's James. See a swap here over to the Ramatra. Able to punch right on through that to that D.Va. Using that Nemesis form. Center looking to get away. Wait for some of these cooldowns to go away. Choose their moment to strike. But all the while, Purdue is getting this cart even closer to the end. Center choosing to give them so much space. It's very unfortunate as they are able to get just an incredible, early pick here. Capitalize that so easily. No one from center able to come out and contest there. All of that space they gave Purdue. Now 0 minutes to 2 minutes. Really still super winnable by either side here. Certainly favoring Purdue with that extra time on the clock. But these types of game modes, these hybrid game modes with the capture points, can be a bit tricky. Can be real feast or famine, all or nothing. Center is back here on the defense. Their defense last time looking a lot worse than Purdue's was. Let's see if they make any swaps, and it looks like they are. Galvanijo is onto the Ramatra here. Who's James on the Ash? Going to be able to get some good... Find a good angle. Center looking like they might be choosing to play on the site here rather than up on the choke point up here. I think that makes some sense. Ramatra not quite as mobile as the Winston is.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Dude looking to go fast here again. Rotating, maybe all the way around. Center knows about it, but are they in a good position to stop it? Tooney gets a great first pick. Vector almost goes down, but stays alive. And Galvanijo, Who's James, go ahead and clean up in this fight. An element of surprise did not quite work. Center was able to find it, ping it, and shut it down with a great first pick. Especially this Ramatra, going to prove to be pretty effective into this composition here. Much like the D.Va, just a great A great character to be when that Winston comes in. You can pop that Nemesis form and just burn him as fast as possible. They're still taking this high ground here, giving a little bit of space for Purdue to take on the site. That'll be Galvanijo popping that Nemesis form, taking out the Lucio. Winston is up top, forcing out center supports. But forcing out is not the same thing as killing them. Or staying alive, with the exception of Vector, does get a melee kill. Clem. Only 23 seconds left. Center is having a pretty good hold here. Kitsune rushes that come out here. And the kills start to come out. That looks like it is going to be a one fight for Purdue. All they have to do is get that one tick, and it is theirs. They're just one fight away from getting that draw there. But it was not to be. Sub 1 from Purdue Gold. And that play of the game with the May. An effective cleanup there onto Center College as Purdue was on the attack at that point. We will come back for map 3. Center backs against the wall here, but still looking at the gameplay, doing pretty well into this #1 seed in the conference. Purdue has not dropped a single map all season, and this is week 8, ladies and gentlemen. Week 8 out of a 9-week season, not a single map drop, not just games, not a single map. Winner, lost, Center will be looking to try to take at least that one map off Purdue, and I think they can do it. After these map bans, we'll be back in just a couple minutes. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. They started without me, but I'm here. We're good. Everything's good. We are on Dorado for this game number 3. Center's backs against the wall. This is the one to decide it all. Not true. Not decide it all. Decide if center loses. Gotta get a reverse sweep if they are looking to win here. Center able to get some intel here. Maybe seeing the top of that head. Tricky little orb shot up by Tooney on the Moira. I don't think he'll actually stay Moira. Trying to make the other team think that he's going Moira. Playing the information game. Galvanijo on the Diva. Tooney swapping back over to the Kiriko. Cleanses out from both teams here. Looking at the cooldowns. Big battle to contest up on this high ground here. Still no picks out from either side. There is slowly pushing this cart. Getting it in a pretty good position though for Purdue as they're up on this high ground. Able to very easily drop down and collapse. Lowest health bars are on the side of center right now. That'll be Galvanijo getting out of mech. Who's James and Vector may fall as well. Still no picks. And then the first one, Tooney goes down. Galvanijo goes down. And we might even see who's James and Vector go down. Not so though. And so much ult charge from them with their low health bars. Runner is going to have beat. First ult available of the game. Tooney with his up pretty soon as well. I think center might be able to get aggressive with those early ults. Galvanijo gets burnt down. The beat comes out, but could have been more useful onto a Diva with her mech. Still not quite winning too many of these fights, but able to get some ults out from the side of Purdue, and quite importantly, able to get a lot of distance on the cart there. Unfortunately, Vector not able to get out there. That stagger is going to cost center a fair amount of time. The whole rest of the team is ready here to engage. Vector got deep in the back line. Your only options are to die or leave. Tsune out from Tooney, but right at the same time to fall from the side of center. Kitsune comes out from Purdue as well. Still gonna have some ults here into this next fight, but needs to gain, this positional advantage, some sort of momentum, get this early pick or something. Doesn't want to allow Purdue to just easily set up at the top here. Center looking to very quickly run up behind them. Is Purdue wise to it? It looks like they are, but great momentum from center. Oh, unfortunate early pick onto Tooney. Don't think the element of surprise able to get center too much here. Easily able to find out about this rotation here. Center looking to get out alive. A pick does come out onto that Cassidy there, but not enough to win a fight. Only 35 seconds left on the clock, and the cart has pushed all the way back up to this choke point here. This is last fight scenario, most likely. Center needs to take it to this checkpoint here. Galvanijo awfully low, needs some help. Able to pop his ult to get that mech back. James with the high noon. A lot of ults being popped from center, but unfortunately no picks coming out yet. They are gonna have to win this dry here. Thankfully no ults from the side of Purdue either. The clean reset fight. The earliest ultimate back is from Vector, but he gets booped away. Center has to stay on the cart here. Vector gets that great first pick in this fight. Fortunately, a Kitsune Rush coming out from the Kiriko. With that extra damage, with those extra buffs, Center's members will fall one by one. And that is a very unfortunate first push here. Not able to get to that first checkpoint. Still some great moments from Center College. But the fights really, at very few points ever went in favor of Center College, even despite all the distance they were able to get.
Initiating match.
Purdue just doing an excellent job of just staying alive. Going into this defense, Center is going to have to make a miracle happen here.
Ready for battle.
Needs to get that cart stopped before even the first checkpoint. Right here. Has to burn through the entire clock. Still absolutely doable, but gonna be a difficult ask. We'll see a little bit of a swap in the support lineup. Runner going onto that Brigitte. Might be trying to run something a little more anti-dive. Expecting that Winston to come out, perhaps, once again from Purdue. That's not so if we're looking right here. It is currently the Ramatra here from Purdue.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Vector able to get this high ground position up here. Galvanijo and Vector both peppering them with some damage. Center looking to engage on the cart here. Great first picks from Center College. That is going to be a team fight 1. Vector getting a little aggressive, looking to get back out. It is one thing to win the fight and get that extra damage, but Center needs to basically not die. Any little bit of opening, in their composition, anyone who falls, it is a long walk back from the spawn. See Purdue going around from this low ground position here. Manijo gets walled off. A lot of damage onto him. Gonna be out of mech here. Very unfortunate situation to be in. Gets healed back up, but Center is giving a lot of space here. Bob should be able to contest on cart, but gets booped away just a little bit and slept. So the Bob cannot be on cart, but still provides some pressure in this fight. Still a useful ultimate to have here. Beat comes out from Purdue. It just needs to stay alive through it, or they can get in this scenario where they start getting some more picks, and they get that pick onto the Lucio. We will see 2 ults going into this Ramatra here. Very, very scary to try to engage against. Galvanijo able to get a great pick with his ultimate. Does go down himself. Get walled off there. This is a difficult spot to be in. Center looking to engage, but a hero like Ash is not what you need in that moment. Runner getting on point, getting up close and personal. Onijo trying to block some of that damage, but they are just going to be slowly trickling in here. It's a difficult situation to be in, and it is not to be. That is Purdue getting a clean 3-0 against Center College. Still some great fights, some great games, some great moments. That is Center College's first 3-0 loss in the season. And still, Purdue not down a single map loss. Center still sitting at a pretty good position in the standings, even after a loss like this. Only one other loss on their record means we are guaranteed at this point to make playoffs. And after that, We might see Purdue again in some finals, some semifinals. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week.